How can I turn a form response into a contact? Hi, this is Elliot from Workload. Please subscribe to our channel to get more daily tutorials. In this video, we'll be building a workflow starting with a new form response in Google Forms. Then we'll be formatting the data using the AI wizard by Workload before finally adding a contact to a list in Mailchimp. All right, let's build a workflow. So we're going to start here at the workload editor. We're going to give our workflow a title. This is going to be Google Forms to Mailchimp. And we're going to select our trigger by clicking in the trigger box. Our triggering app is going to be Google Forms, which I've used recently. So it's down here in my recent apps section. The event is going to be a new form response. To make sure I'm connected to my Google account and also that I've shared the right files with Workload. So I'm going to be using this contact information file, and that's already shared. So I can go ahead and continue on. I'm going to select that form from the drop-down menu. And then we'll test this action. And we have a form response. And you can go through and look at all the different responses to your form and find the one that you think is going to work best for you to complete the workflow. Sometimes one of your responses might not have an answer to a question. It's easier if you can use a form that has all the answers filled out so you can map those fields into Mailchimp. So we're going to go ahead and use this form response number 2. But if I look at the raw console here, I can see that the way the information is stored in the response is a little confusing. So we have this answers array that contains this other array, question ID, all these different values tucked inside one another. And all that we want are the things that are considered the value. So we can pull out those values and create a separate response that'll be easy for us to plug into Mailchimp. So we'll click continue here. I'm going to select the AI wizard by Workload, which is one of our popular built-in tools. The event is going to be format data. For the input data, I'm going to click on the plus sign, come over here to our form response trigger, and I'm going to select that whole answers array. And my prompt is going to be pull out the value fields and turn into an object. So we'll click continue. We'll test this action. We have a success. Now we have all of those values have been pulled out, so they're easy for us to input into Mailchimp. So we'll click continue here. We're going to add a step by clicking on the plus sign. This is going to be in Mailchimp, which again I've used recently, so it's down here in my recent app section. If it's not there, you can simply type in the name of the app and it'll find it. We're going to scroll to the bottom and come to add or update contact on a list. Make sure we're connected to our Mailchimp account. If you have any issues connecting to the apps you use in this workflow, check out the blog in the description of the video. So the audience is which mailing list you want to add this contact to. I'm just going to say my workload audience. Now the email of the contact, we're going to click our plus sign. We're going to come to that step 2 where we've pulled that information out and find the email address. The status, I'm going to say is subscribed. So anyone who's filled out this form is going to be a new subscriber to our workload mailing list. For first name, you can come to our step 2, find the first name, Gene. Last name, Wagner. Now birthday, it wants that in a specific format. Month, month, day, day. The way the birthday is in our form response includes the year and it's in a different format. So we're going to reformat that by clicking on the plus sign in between step 2 and step 3. We're going to add a step. This is going to be the AI wizard by Workload again. We're going to format the data. The input data is going to come from that step 2. It's going to be that date. And the prompt is going to be turn into month day format. And we're going to test this action. And we have a success. So now we have that date in the proper format. So we'll click continue, come back to Mailchimp, come down to our action step, click on our plus sign. By birthday, come down here to our third step, click on that date. And we're going to have to do the same thing with our address as well. So we have the address all as one field, and this wants a separate street, city, and state. So we're going to add another step here in between step 3 and step 4. Again, the AI wizard, format data. The input data is going to be from that step 2. And it is this address. And the prompt is going to be separate address into different fields for street address, city, state, and zip code. Test this action. We have a success. So all of those have been pulled into separate fields. We'll click continue, come back to step 5, down to our action step. For address, step 4, find the street address. Find the city. The state. And the zip code. So this is a little bit of an obnoxious process in order to do all of these steps with the AI wizard. You could also, if you wanted to, know that this is the structure that Mailchimp wants. So you could set up your form in Google Forms to have a separate input for address, city, state, and zip code. Either way works. And then we have a phone number, which is coming from step 2. And it wants a phone number in a specific format as well. So we're going to add a step. Again, using the AI wizard by Workload. Format the data. The input data is going to come from that step 2. And it is this phone number. And the prompt is going to be turn into this format. We'll test the action. And we have a success. So we'll click continue. Finally, we can come back to Mailchimp, come to our action step, put in that phone number from step 5 here. We're going to re-enter the email address, which Mailchimp wants if you're adding a new contact. If you are updating the existing contact, you don't have to put the email address in there twice. That's going to come from step 2. Luckily, that's in the proper format. So now we can scroll down, click continue, and test our action. And we have a success. So we can click continue. I can look over at Mailchimp and reload my contacts. And you can see Gene Wagner was added with the email, street address, phone number, and birthday. So our workflow is set up correctly. We can come back over to the workload editor. I can check and see there's a green dot in each of my nodes. I'm seeing there's still a red dot here in our trigger, but when I clicked on it, it turned green. So now I can come over to activate my workflow by clicking on the button here. And now whenever I get a new form response to this specific form, all of this formatting will happen automatically behind the scenes, and then a new contact will be added to our Mailchimp list. That's how you can use Workload to build a workflow that automatically turns form responses into contacts. Please join the Workload community by commenting on this post with any questions you might have or suggestions for future videos. You should also like this video and click here to subscribe to our channel, or click here to get more content from Workload about how to make your business practices more smoothly. And I'll see you next time.